ranked amongst the top institutions of higher learning globally and revered for producing internationally respected academics, UNISA is scrambling to restore its image and reputation. After being placed under administration for alleged malfeasance, it's again grappling with allegations of a purge of its senior executives. The minister later U-turned on his decision to place the institution under administration after the university took the Mosia report on review.
But that's what happens there. They will suspend you. No director was suspended, sat at home, and the contract even ended while you were sitting there, after months and months of waiting. And obviously, it wasn't renewed.
Professor Motata held various positions at the institution for close to 3 decades. His dismissal came after accusations of sexual harassment by a former employee whose contract had since lapsed, claims he has refused. Motata didn't take this lying down. After he was accused, he requested that the institution investigate allegations against him. He said that the charges were concocted after he raised some concerns with the current Vice-Chancellor. To Motata's surprise, he says the complainant later received over R500,000 payment in a form of a settlement from the institution. He believes the payment was a reward for his accuser's help to get rid of him.
This person went to the CCMA as well, contesting, the contract and saying, look, she had legitimate expectations for the contract to be renewed. But there was never any mention about that, harassment in the CCMA itself. So, and then, I don't know what the CCMA said, but what happened was that immediately, afterwards, I think it's about 4 or 5 weeks later, they started stories about harassment, which I couldn't understand, because really there was nothing. I didn't harass anyone at all. And then they gave her, I think, more than R500,000, it's about 502,000 rands. I wrote to council about it. I was still there at that time. I wrote to council. I said, no, but this thing it's a bribe disguised as a settlement.
Motata also claims that there is evidence of an orchestrated plan to dismiss and purge senior staff members who question certain decisions by the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Puleng Lekambula. The list of casualties are said to include Advocate Mudidi Mamanya and Dr. Leslie Nzimande, who was the director of University Estate, while Dr. Reshma Mathura sought legal help from AfriForum to contest her suspension. On the 5th of August this year, AfriForum wrote to the institution demanding the reinstatement of their client, arguing that her suspension was unlawful.
If people don't find anything to use against you, if they really want to get rid of you, and they don't find anything, they will then start manufacturing stories. And that's what happened with me.
The Department of Higher Education was correct to put UNISA under administration. In June, the department wrote to the institution requesting a report from the investigations done by the university. Efforts to get comments from UNISA have been unsuccessful. Antla Katlani, SABC News, Johannesburg.